Hello everyone, it's the Bobinator once again. It's been quite a while guys, and I think I have a really good video this time. Before we move on to this banger, let me tell you, please subscribe to me. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of this year. Thank you, and without further ado, let's get into 100 days of Skyrim. 1. I started this day by making a character. His name was Greta and he was an Ord. Now on to the real day 1. I woke up at an inn. It must have been a hard day of drinking. I left the inn and found these bandits. I killed them and stole their gear. After that, I went to Helgen. There's this big red and black dragon that flew above. After that, I went to these corpses and they told me to go to this cave. I went to this cave and I found this man. He was really injured and needed a health potion. So I went back and got a health potion. And then I came to him and gave it to him. He told me to go to this blacksmith. I went to the blacksmith and he told me to go to the Jarl Whiterun. I had to go get a room for that day because it was coming to an end. Day 2. I started this day by walking by some bandits. They got mad and tried attacking me. It did not take long to kill them. But after that, I went to Whiterun and got some new armor. I went to talk to the Jarl, and he told me to go to Dragonstone, so that's what I'll do. Day 3. So this day I was plowing through the cave when I met this dude named Arvel the Swift. He said I had to get him off this web to get him a claw. So I got him off the web, and he tried running for me, so I murdered him and got the claw. After that, I found this boss. After taking some time to kill him, I got the Dragonstone. That's really important. After that, I got back to Jarl, and he told me I had to face down the dragon. I was scared to the bone after the thought of fighting a dragon. But that's what I did. I went to the western watchtower, and the battle began. After a hard-fought battle, I killed the dragon and absorbed its soul. After that, I went to the inn. Day 4. The Jarl told me that the Greybeards had summoned me. I was honored and agreed, so I started the treacherous journey to Iverstead. You know what? That was only going to be the start. Day 5. I did the 7,000 stairs to High Hrothgar, and I made it. It took the whole day, though. Day 6. This day I learned what the Greybeards wanted of me. It was quite exhausting, though. Day 7. I went to this area the Greybeards wanted me to go to, and did the cave. At the end there's a note that somebody has already stolen the thing I needed. Day 8. Today I went to the inn and found the person who stole the horn. It was this Delphine girl, and she wanted me to go to Kyne's Grove. Day 9. I found this dragon being reborn. It was Alduin reviving him though. I took my strike at the dragon and he fought back, and the battle started. I killed the dragon and went to Delphine. She told me the suspect was the Thalmor, and I need to do something about this. Day 10. This day I snuck into the Thalmor embassy. I needed to find out in order to make sure they had no part in this. I did that and found information. This was quite easy. Day 11. I went to Delphine and told her that the Thalmor were looking for this Esbern dude. She told me to go look for him, so I went to Riften Sewers and found him hiding. I was going to have to take him back tomorrow, though. Day 12, I got Esbern back to Delphine, and they had a nice reunion. He told me the only way to defeat Alduin would be recorded on Alduin's wall at Skyhaven Temple. Day 13, I got to Skyhaven Temple and found the wall. It said I had to use a shout to take down Alduin Dragonrend, but the only way to do that would be through the Greybeards. Day 14, I went to the Greybeards, and they said to find the answers, I need to find Pathornax. So I used the Clear Skies shout to get there. I met Pathornax, and he told me I needed an Elder Skull, so that's what I must do. Day 15, I met the Septimus dude who's not mentally there. He told me the way to find the Elder Skull. I was a little bit skeptical. Day 16, I made it to the location of the scroll, and I had to do this puzzle. It was not that hard, and I got the scroll and got out of there. Day 17, I used the scroll to go into the past, and I learned the Dragonrend shout. I was sent back into the present, and there he was in front of me, Alduin, the World Eater. The battle has begun, and it was quite tiring. but I ended up getting through the battle. Day 18, I went to the Jarl of Whiterun and asked him if I could use his place as a dragon trap. He said if I could make a peace council, he would do it. So I spent the rest of the day going to Ulfric and General Tullius. They both agreed to go. Day 19, I used the peace council today. It was quite boring, but we came to an agreement. Day 20, I got prepared for the Battle of Whiterun for today. Day 21, I called the dragon and it came with a burning passion. I hit it with dragon rune and it came to the floor. I brought it to the trap and caught it. It told me that it would take me to Alduin. I would do that later though. Day 22, I wasted this day doing absolutely nothing. Day 23, I went to Morthal and I saw this man kill a woman. I was a little bit too late. I could have saved her. After that, I went to this dude who told me to go to this one location. I went to this location and he told me that there's murders and I need to find out who did it. So I started looking out for evidence. This one man said he would fight me. I fought him and he told me that I had to go find this Nepos dude. So I went over there. Once I got there, I talked to him and he admitted to everything. I killed him for what he's done. Day 24, I went back to the dude and I found him murdered. Next to him were guards who looked corrupt. I was sent to prison and I found this one guy. I found him and he said orders to escape. I would need to do something, like murder an innocent man. I felt bad, but I had to do what I had to do. He then gave a speech and we ran for our freedom. We ran for a while until we met this Thonar at the end. We would fight to escape, and so we did. I ran away with barely any life in my body, though. Day 25, I was sent by this girl to look for her brother in this dungeon-like place. When I got there, it was a whole city. Well, a forgotten city. I went to this one place, and it sent me back in time. It was such a beautiful city. So what happened to make it look so bad in the future? I went to the Jarl and told him what happened. He told me to start an investigation and find out who broke the law to cause such a tragedy. Day 26. I saw this dude in ice armor and I shook him down. But when I did, the Dwarven Centurions woke up and started attacking people. I went back in time and repeated the whole process again. It gave me the stakes of what's going on here. Day 27. I just started investigating people this day. I need to find out who's going to commit the crime to end this city. Day 28. I went to these tunnels and found more armor. I need to get more. My skin started to burn though, so I had to go back. After that, I investigated a little bit more. Day 29. I found more armor this day, and after that, I found a book explaining about the Dwarves' Law. Day 30. I went down underground tunnels and went to this ball on the floor. Inside the ball was a man named the Arbiter. He told me that he was the one who created the Dwarves' Law. I told him what he was doing was wrong, and he attacked me. So I killed him and stole his helmet. I was going to go back in time and show him the helmet. Day 31. I talked to him and showed him how he had lost. He agreed to destroy the Dwarves' Law. When I woke, I found the girl's brother. He told me everything that has happened. I got him to his sister, and the mystery has been solved. Day 32. Today I took a boat over to Solstheim because I heard there was a man named Mirek coming back. After that, I started to do some investigation. Day 33. I started doing this dungeon because I heard there was a black book in it. I found the black book at the end, and I read it. I met Mirek in this twisted world. He told me to go back and sent me, and he went to go do other things. Day 34. I talked to the leader of Skal Village. He told me he wanted his people free. So I went to this shrine and killed this weird-looking yucky monster. After killing the monster, I informed the Skal leader what I've done. He told me to cleanse the rest of the stones. Day 35. I spent a day cleansing the stones. I want those creatures gone. Day 36. I talked to this Neolith guy, and he told me one of the locations of the black books. He took me to this location and we started clearing out the area. Day 37. We did this puzzle, and once we were finished, a Dwarven Centurion came alive. It took a lot out of me, but we took it down. After that, I found the black book. Day 38. I read the black book and it took me to this twisted world. But this time an evil force named Hermerus Mora was greeting me. I speed ran most of the level. At the end, Hermerus Mora told me he wanted the secrets of the Skal. And if that's what he's needed, that's what he's going to get. Day 39. I gave the book to the scout leader, and out of nowhere, the book attacked him. After Hamas Mora got the knowledge he needed, he murdered the scout leader and gave me the letter of words of power I needed to defeat Mirak. Day 40. The only thing I needed today was a new weapon. Day 41. I took out a dragon this day. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I know. Day 42. I used the black book to go to Apocrypha and started clearing it out a little bit. Day 43. I just went exploring for today. Day 44. I may have done a cheap thing today. I found this attack that'll get me XP and they would not fight back. Day 45. I may continue to use the cheap trick. I swear this would be the last day I do it. Day 46. The most interesting that happened today was a guy came out to me talk about killing vampires. Interesting. Day 47. Today I took a person on hand to hand. Of course I won, but it was a little fun thing to do. Day 48. I got a new weapon this day. This would give Mirak a run for his money. Day 49. I did a little more of Apocrypha today, but tomorrow would be the big fight with Mirak. Day 50. I flew over to Mirak with this dragon. He said few words to me. After that we sprung into combat. We had a hard fought battle with Mirak mostly on the top, but this would not stop me from being victorious. He had some hesitation and tried to escape, but Hamas Mora impaled him. He then gave me Mirak's energy, something in store for me. After that, I went home. This nightmare was finally over. Day 51. I went to a bandit camp and slaughtered them all. They had armor I wanted. After I got the armor, I left. Day 52. I stayed in an inn and celebrated. Woo! Day 53. I went to my friend's house today, but when I got there, they were all murdered. It was the vampires. They did this unspeakable act. They would pay. Day 54. I went exploring this day. I had to get my mind off things. Day 55. I went to Dawnguard this day and asked him if I could take the fight to the vampires. He said yes and told me what he needed of me. Day 56. I went to this dungeon where the vampires were at. I slaughtered them all. At the end was a coffin and it was a vampire girl. She told me she wanted me to take her home. I wanted to kill her so badly, though. Day 57. I went to Serena's home and met her father, Lord Harkin. He only wanted to see the daughter for the elder school. He then asked me if I wanted to become a vampire. I said no. He then banished me out of the castle. Day 58. I was just walking back to Fort Dawnguard this day. Day 59. I was walking to the objective when all of a sudden my skin started to boil. I took on my armor and realized I was turning into a vampire. Day 60. I went to this Valiant dude and he told me he had a cure. He could cure me if I got him a filled black soul gem. I had to do this no matter what. Day 61. I killed an innocent person to fill my black soul gem. I then gave the black soul gem to Fallon and he said he'll meet me at dawn the next day. Day 62. I got cleansed of my vampirism and went to the cave to celebrate. It was quite a fun day. Day 63. The most interesting thing that happened today was Israel announced new people. He also said a vampire was waiting for me. Day 64. The vampire was Serena. She was scared that her father would fulfill this prophecy on the skull, so she stole it and brought it here. We needed a moth priest to tell us what it was, though, so we had to start looking for him. Day 65. I went to this cave that supposedly had the moth priest. Soon enough, I found him and told him why I needed him. He read the skull and he said he needed 2 more. I had one of them, so that was 1 left to go. Serena says her mother has one, so now we have to hunt down her mother. Day 66. I went back to Castle Valkyr, or whatever it's called, and entered the back of it. I just spent a day clearing it out. Day 67. I went to Sol Karen and went to this location where Serena's mother should be. As I suspected, she was there. She also had the Elder Skull. We just needed to get her out of that force field. Day 68. I killed this dude who had Serena's mother trapped. I went down to her and she tried leading me to the scroll, when out of nowhere a dragon came. This was the guardian of the area. I took the dragon out and Serena's mother gave me the scroll. Day 69. The moth priest lost his vision, so we had to do it ourselves. We got to a cave and knew what to do. I got all the steps done and read the scroll. It told me to look for Darkfall Cave, so I told Serena. Day 70. I just did Darkfall Cave for a whole day. Day 71. I had to find this Ariel's bow, and the only way to do that was training these shrines. Day 72. I met this dude who had Ariel's bow, and he sent waves after waves at me. After all the waves, he exploded the building. We ran over to him, and I slayed him. After that, we finally got Ariel's bow, and we were ready to fight Lord Harkon. Day 73. We went back to Fort Dawnguard, and Izeron gave this big speech. On day 75, we would end the reign of terrors of the vampires. Day 74. I just looked for the castle today. Day 75. I confronted Lord Harkon, and he was disappointed his daughter would turn on him. He asked me to join him, and I said no, and the fight began. I fought and fought until Lord Harkon was no more. He turned into ashes, and his reign of terror was over. I talked to Serena after this. She told me she's still trying to figure things out. I was okay with that. Day 76. I just fought and slayed dragons for a day. Day 77. I took this guy called Luis. He had a problem. There was a dragon stopping all his trade routes. We were sent to go kill this dragon. I met his team and confronted the dragon. The dragon told me he would fight me at Worm's Tooth. I was prepared for anything at this point. Day 78. I talked to Luis about what happened, and he said we have to go now. I hopped on a boat and got prepared. We ran, and once we got to Worm's Tooth, we ran and found a destroyed village. We were too late. Day 79. I made entry into this dungeon. I met a wizard and fought some dragger. Day 80. We are 80% of the way done, and I'm still doing this dang dungeon. Day 81. I found this dragon at the end of the dungeon, and he talked to me. He then left us in a trap. Luckily for us, there was an elevator that got us out of there. Once I got out, Luis told me that the dragon was heading towards the village. We headed over there, and once I got there, I used Dragon to bring the dragon down. We slashed and slashed until the beast was no more. Luis then gave me a bunch of money. Day 82. I can no longer wait to fight Alduin. I got on the dragon, and we headed over to where Alduin was. When I got there, I had to fight these other dragons. It was no problem, though. I then had to fight some skeleton boys. Day 83. I fought these two dragons at the same time, which is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Then I killed this dragon priest and put his staff on the pedestal, which opened a big portal. Day 84. I went to the warriors of the other dimension. We got ready to fight. We went outside and waited for Alduin. He shows up and meteors start raining from the sky. With all four of us together, Alduin finally fell. The world was at peace. Once I got back, the dragon celebrated the victory. Day 85. I just had a good day at the inn. Day 86. I need to get contact with the Dark Brotherhood, and the only way I know how to do this is the Aventus kid. He told me to kill the orphanage leader named Grinold, so I went over there and killed her where she stood. I went back to Aventus and told him what I'd done. I felt so good and so bad. Day 87. I got this note from the courier saying that the Dark Brotherhood knew what I did. Also, I passed out and woke up in this weird building. Inside the building was a girl named Astrid and 3 other people with coverings on them. She told me to kill one of them and I would be accepted into the Dark Brotherhood. So I killed all 3 of them. They never stood a chance. Day 88. I made it into the Dark Brotherhood sanctum and got new clothes. I also got 3 contracts to kill people. I went for the first one today, and it wasn't exactly a silent kill. Day 89. I just killed my contracts for the day. Day 90. I went to this Mary girl, and she gave me 2 contracts. I first went for this girl who I tried to stealth kill, but ended up failing at that. I then went to this dude and went swords ablazing. None of them stood a chance against me. Day 91. Astrid wanted me to hide in this coffin and listen to this clown-looking dude. I did that, and the person in the coffin spoke to me. The clown found me and asked me what the Night Mother told me. He told me I was this listener. Don't know what that's about. I told Astrid what happened, but she was skeptical and said no to whatever I said. Day 92. I went to this Ahmad Mortier dude, or however you say it, and he wanted me to kill a lot of targets, including the Emperor. I told Astrid this, and she was too skeptical. So she sent me to Devon, dude. I went to this dude, and he said the contract was legit. So again, I went to Astrid and told her that. She said she needed me to kill the bride, so you know. Day 93. I killed the bride and hid away in a corner. I told Astrid of my unspeakable actions, and she was so happy about it. She told me that we were on the path to kill the Emperor. Day 94. I killed my next target, but when I came back, there was a disruption. Apparently the clown named Cicero has gone berserk and attacked everyone. I went to his room and found where he was hiding. I told Astrid, and she told me to go out there and kill him. Day 95. I found Cicero and murdered him where he laid. I told Astrid of his disposal, and she was filled with glee. She told me in order to kill the Emperor, we needed to find the secret gourmet. She sent me to a person who knew the identity of Gourmet, and I killed him after he told me. Day 96. I killed the Gourmet dude and decided to be him, so I could get to the Emperor. I did not poison the soup because I wanted to kill the Emperor with my own blade, and I did so. When I was running away, guards that confronted me told me that it was some trick and that somebody told them of this attack. It wasn't even the Emperor. I went back to the sanctuary. It was all burnt. I talked to Nazir, and he did not betray me, apparently. I believed him, and we tried to escape, but the Night Mother told me to hide in her coffin. When it stopped burning, Nazir pulled me out, and we went for Astrid. She was charred, and she betrayed us. So I killed her with no remorse.
You have no choice.
Day 97. I found the Emperor's ship, and I killed his men one by one until I got him. Once I did, he asked me if I could kill one person, the person who sent me. I said yes, and killed him with all the guilt in the world. I then went back and killed the contractor like he requested. Day 98. I went to my town called Riverwood and celebrated. I was truly happy, but I had one last quest. Day 99. I went to jail and paid for my crimes against Skyrim. Day 100. I went and summoned this incredibly strong beast and fought back at him. It was a long time, but he was defeated, and all the evil was destroyed. For now. Thanks for watching my video, and I'm sorry it took me so long to make it, and I'll make sure to upload more regularly. But if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.